Hello everyone, welcome back to One United in our new segment. Again, I'm live again today. Thanks for joining us. Again, as usual, please like the video, subscribe, and share with all of your friends. And firstly, I'm going to start with congratulating our boy Marcus Rashford, for his achievement of getting the MBE. I think he deserved that, for all his community work that he has done, especially during the during the pandemic time, during the lockdown, especially with the food program for poor kids. I think that's something very inspirational, and I think he deserved that. Thank you. I'm sorry. Congratulations again, Marcus. You deserve it, and hopefully this is the start of a flurry of positive news for Manchester United, because there's too much of negative news lately, and hopefully we get some positive news from now on. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the most interesting story, I would say. I'm sure most of you guys will have heard this story already. It's about the Maguire and Bruno Fernandes incident during halftime against Spurs, where they apparently Bruno Fernandes, give a piece of his mind to Maguire. There's even saying that he doesn't fit to wear the captain's armband. He's basically, Bruno is pissed off. I think everyone should be pissed off, with that performance against Spurs. And it's really refreshing, to see someone like Bruno. This is one of the things why I love Bruno Fernandes. I mean, his personality, his so-called that fire in his belly. He always has that. So that is something I really like about Bruno Fernandes. And he gave a piece of his mind. And like I said, refreshing. I think most of the players really need a wake-up call. For Bruno to come out and do that, I think it's time. It's about time. It's about time. Somebody has to come out and say, "Hey guys, look, what are we doing here? We're Manchester United. The fans don't deserve to see this kind of performance. We need to step up. We need to step up. We need to play for the shirt. We need to give our all out there. We need to perform better than what we're doing right now, and that is exactly what they should do." And Bruno Fernandes going on a limb and giving a piece of his mind to especially Maguire is something really refreshing. I don't think this is going to have any effect in terms of their personal relationship, because I think everything as we said is purely football related. I don't think it's gonna in the long term affect how they interact with each other as a person. But I think it's really good that Bruno did that. We might never know what's the actual thing being said, but I think that will have an impact, to all United players. When someone like Bruno Fernandes, step up and really, give out maybe harsh word, right? Harsh word, a very strong word, strong reminder to all the team, which I think the team needs at that time. And hopefully they took that as an inspiration, But now beggars the question. I want to know your comments. I want to know your opinion on this. Okay, you can put it on the comments, regardless of watching this live or recorded. Do you think Oli has to make a decision now with regards to the captaincy? Do you think Maguire should still be the captain? If you ask me, personally, I would say, he did not show a captain. He's not a captain material. Easy to say, he's not a captain material. From the moment he was appointed captain, I tried to give him a chance. I didn't see his imposing himself on the team, whether instructing the team, whether giving a piece of his mind to his teammates when they're not performing up to the standards that they should be doing. I think his demeanor, his overall demeanor doesn't scream out, captain, doesn't scream out inspiration, doesn't scream out leader to me. Ultimately, I didn't think he's perfect fit. I think someone like, obviously I would say my first choice would be like someone like Fernandes or De Gea or even Matic. Oh, interesting thing. There's another source saying that even Matic was involved in that bust up, in the dressing room. So we never know which side Matic pick, but my money would be on Bruno Fernandes' side, right? Even Matic would be a good captain. There's a point that I think Kira said that he doesn't want to give Fernandes a captaincy because he wanted Fernandes to purely focus on attacking, and someone like Fernandes much better suit to be focusing on attacking, and someone who plays a bit deeper might be more suitable in playing the captain. He did mention Matic. I think Matic might do a perfect job as well. I think he's quite vocal as well, Matic. I think I can agree with Kira there with that opinion. I think yes, although Fernandes does have that personality, I think it would be best for him to focus on instrumenting the attack, because to Fernandes. I would agree to give it to someone like maybe De Gea. I think De Gea was a captain for a while, right? Until he made that comment and he was stripped the captaincy. I think at this moment, perhaps, Oli needs to look back whether Maguire is the perfect candidate, is the best candidate, because I don't think he is the perfect candidate, I don't think he's the perfect candidate. And saying that, what are your thoughts again on the matter? Yeah, please put in the comments below. Do you still think Maguire should be the captain? Personally, I don't think so. I don't think he should be the captain. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the report saying that the players, United players, basically they're echoing what our feeling are, what the fans feeling are. They feel frustrated with the board because they didn't go out on a limb, or they didn't go for broke in the transfer window, because they feel, they had a really good season. I mean, not good in the stand of Manchester United, but they did put a foundation last season in getting third in the way they perform towards the end of the season, especially post-lockdown. They feel that is a foundation to push on, to kick the team to a higher level, to the next level by recruiting the correct players. But apparently the board didn't do that, and the players, same as us, the fans, are left feeling frustrated because of that. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's an huge statement by the players if they do make that sound maybe not publicly, but at least vocally convey that message or statement to the board. Might have some effect, right? Hopefully. Well, you never know with this board. It's like they don't care at all, right? This Manchester United board. But the fact that the players feel the same way, being frustrated is really good, because I think we all can see last season is a really solid foundation for us to kick on, to push ourselves, to close the gap between us and Liverpool and City. But it's very sad that it didn't happen in transfer window. And talking about transfer window, reports also say that apparently Oli did not get any of his first choice at all. His first choice was basically, there are a list of names that he gave to the board. Haaland, we missed out. Sancho, obviously, don't want to talk more about that. Heartbreaking. And Jack Grealish, Upamecano. Those are the names, some of the names that is in Oli's list. Apparently, you see, no, he get no one. He didn't get any of them. We can only say that Van der Beek is his alternative to Grealish, because Grealish was too expensive. The board tell Oli that it's quite hard, to procure Grealish because of the price and the situation with Villa. So Oli said, since the Van der Beek agreement with Real Madrid breakdown because of the coronavirus, and that's why Oli give Van der Beek's name as an alternative to Grealish, which I think it's not a bad play at all. Van der Beek, I'm quite happy he's in the team, but the other names, Oli didn't get any one of them. So that's really, I don't know, you want to say bad, diabolical, whatever negative words, negative statement you want to use. I think that's not the way you back your manager after he gives you a solid foundation for the team to push on. That's a really bad statement by the United's board. And also, they might be hinting of something, because news of Pochettino has been resurfacing. I know it was being mentioned during the deadline day transfer window, but I take that as a brief. But now seems like a lot of more people has been start talking about it. Laura Whittle said that industry source belief and approach to Mauricio Pochettino is on United's agenda if results do not improve. But publicly, they maintain the stance that they still support Oli. They still have faith in Oli. If you think about it, if you remember during Jose's time, this is kind of like the similar situation, where publicly they said, no, we still, Mourinho's job is still safe. It's safe. We have faith in him. we are not contacting anyone. But you know, a few games later, he's been sacked. So I really fear for Oli. You know, I think hearing all this statement, looking at this situation, I'm quite fearful of Oli, whether he is in the chopping board, especially you know with the fixtures that we're gonna have in October and especially December. I'm afraid he might not even, you know, if things didn't go his way, he might not even make it to December. And this weekend, next weekend, games against Newcastle has suddenly become like the most important game for the season. It's very early on, but already that Newcastle game looks like it's going to be a really huge game. Like a season, almost I can say a season-defining game for us. You know, because of the way we are playing, because of the result and the situation that we are in now, and the fixtures that we have ahead. If we get a real good result, positive result against Newcastle, that might set the tone for the rest of the season. You know, but if we fail to win against Newcastle, I'm not gonna kid you guys. Nothing else except winning against Newcastle would give me hope throughout the October and December fixture, and nothing apart from winning will give the players enough confidence, enough belief that they feel they can get the job done. You know, just to bring back the confidence, you know, the way that they were playing last season. Only a win would do that. Only a win. Even if we were to win ugly, might give us some belief, but you know, it has to be a. I'm not saying it have to be a masterclass, you know, winning 5-6-0, but at least has to be a measured, controlled, professional performance from United in that game. You know, only then I will have the confidence to see throughout the October fixture list because it is a nightmare. We have PSG, Chelsea, Leipzig, and then Arsenal. It's not looking good at all. So if you don't get a result against Newcastle, it might start to be really ugly for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Okay, and then next, the Champions League squad has been announced. I know some of you guys might be wondering, if you look at the list of squad, some of you might be wondering why Mason Greenwood's name is not in the list. Well, fear not, because Mason Greenwood was put in the B list. B list is a homegrown talent that you can call upon 24 hours before each match. So I think that's a really good way of organizing the squad registration. You know, so by putting Mason in the B list, they can put more players, especially the foreign players, in the main list. So when new signings like Cavani, Telles, Pelestri, you know, they can be in the main list. They are in the main list. So we can include as much players as possible to be involved in the Champions League. So that's basically really good registration squad registration management from United. I think we did it quite a few times in those kind of situations. We did it quite a few times. And talking about Cavani, he's not gonna be available for the games against Newcastle because of the quarantine rule. So I expect, and with Martial out, I would see Ole to start with a back three. Now I'm going to talk more about this in my match preview, the game against Newcastle. I'm going to talk more in detail about this, what formation I think Ole should use. But I have a feeling Ole might start with a back three, with a split forward, you know, Greenwood and Rashford, because Martial was not available, Cavani was not available. I don't think he's going to start James, right? But I do think he's going to start Telles, you know. I'm really excited to see our new signings playing now. But hopefully it's going to be a positive result against Newcastle. Like I said again, really huge game. Okay, so that's some of the news on the team news and some interesting news. Again, put your comments there. What are your thoughts on the Maguire Bruno situation, and what are your thoughts on Ole's situation right now? Do you think he will survive until the end of the season? Do you think United board will have faith in him if result doesn't go his way, or the result during these few months, you know, especially towards Christmas, it's not encouraging? Do you think they will stick by him? Because I don't think so. Especially with that they did not get his main target, his transfer target. None of his first choice was being brought into the club. That's kind of tells you something, you know. That's kind of no, you know what? Maybe we hold the money first, see if he can do something, because we don't have too much faith in him now. Maybe could be that. Talking about transfers, I have some transfer news for you guys. So Mata has been offered, I think, around 15 million a year to play in the Middle East. There's no name, the club name was undisclosed, but Mata received that offer, so no news as of yet. We do not know whether Mata is going to accept that or not, but I don't think, personally, I think Mata will stay, I think Mata will stay, especially with Sancho's not, not coming, and we only have youngsters, as an alternative like Balestri and Ahmad Diallo. He wants to use the name Diallo now, so it's not going to be Ahmad Traore, Ahmad Diallo. So I think Mata will stay, especially just for scenario, just for the cool hits, just for experience that he can share with the youngsters. So I think he will stay, but that money is really tempting. So let's see what Mata's decision will be later on. And I just have to talk about this, okay? On Sancho's situation, maybe some of you guys still wondering what actually happened. At one point we really looked like we're really gonna get him, and then things fall apart. So what actually happened? Okay, so what happened is, these are press talking, right? It's kind of hard to know who spoke the truth, what is the truth out there. So I'm just going to use whatever press reports or statement out there. So basically, that 10th of August deadline set by Dortmund, even though we thought initially it was a fabricated deadline, it's an artificial deadline, apparently they are very adamant with that deadline. Okay, maybe they're not like, that deadline is not the paramount, it's not, you pass that deadline, no deal. They might accept a bit later, but definitely they put that deadline to tell United that we are serious about getting this deal done early. So they admitted they are willing to let Sancho go with a certain amount of price within that deadline. And what happened, United thought that was just a negotiation tactic for United to pay up. So United just, drag, hoping that the price would go down until the, until the final week. And then they submitted an offer of 80 million plus add-ons for Sancho through intermediaries. Of course, it was straight away rejected. And United never really put it in more offer, because they keep working, but Dortmund was really strict, was really adamant that they do not want to sell, because United, did not respect that deadline that they set, because they need time, to rebuild the team, or to replace Sancho if he were to leave. So exactly that what happens. Our board mess up again, thinking that people are messing around, giving an artificial deadline. They didn't even have the courtesy to confirm, to talk to Dortmund whether they are serious about their deadline. They just assume that it's a negotiation tactic. Really crap negotiating skill there shown by United board. Really pathetic. Okay, that is beyond pathetic, the way they done business. Let's see, let's read some comments here. Noor Azri Muhammad, he said, with Bayern available due to injury, I don't think it's a good idea to play back three. Aditi Shaw as a potential one of the centre back based on his gameplay. Matic also never played as a centre back. Okay, I'm going to talk more about this later on, but my idea is, Shaw to be the left centre back, and either Wan-Bissaka or Lindelof to be the right centre back. That's my idea. And Matic should not play as a centre back. Definitely Maguire will play as a centre back. So that's my idea. So I'm going to talk more about this in tomorrow's later video. I'm going to talk about this and a match preview, and also there's another segment in Sembang MU in our Malay segment. I'm going to talk in detail about what I feel the formation that you should use. Basically my idea is that playing the back three is because we are really poor right now in terms of the team spine. We are really easily bypassed in midfield, easily bypassed in defense. So I want to solidify that spine first, give the players some platform to build around, to gain confidence, and to stop players thinking that they're going to concede every time the opponent attacks. So that's why, hence, I suggest we might play a back three, just to, close up shop, just to make the team solid again, and slowly giving the attacking our star players the freedom to attack. So that's my my idea basically. And basically Shaw has played as the left centre back a few times last season, and he did quite well. I think if there's even, he might not be the best in progressive passes and crosses, Shaw, when in attacking sense, but in terms of defensive discipline, I think he's really good at that. If you give him instruction in terms of defensive, he will follow that to a T. So that's why I think he can do a really good job on that left side of back three. Going back to the Sancho story, Fabrizio, I think I said this in the previous video. He said we might go in January to get Sancho back, but he really needs a convincing, because he's quite annoyed that the way we handle the business with Dortmund. He is quite annoyed, rightly so, because it is a shambles. The way we do business is a shambles. Simple as that. And some of the other priorities for United, apart from Sancho, apparently Sancho is still a priority, is Upamecano, which is I believe I said it over and over again. Upamecano is always Ole's first choice, so he would be one of the priorities in the next transfer window. I'm not sure whether it's going to be in January or next summer, but I think it's going to be next summer, Upamecano. And I really hope the board doesn't mess this up. He has a release clause. It's only around 40 million, I think less than 40 million, I guess, pound. So if we still mess that up, if we're still dilly-dallying because of that kind of amount for a really, really good player, a potential world-class, one of the best centre-back in the future, then I'm done with the board. I'm totally done. If we mess up, it's a different story if Upamecano chooses to go somewhere else. Okay, but if he wanted to come, and we still mess up Sancho style, like we did with Sancho, I'm totally done with the board. I'm just gonna take it that they don't care at all about the club. They don't give a shit. They just want money. They just care about balance sheet. That's all. So it's really sad. I know some of you guys are mad as well with the board. Right, but what can we do? This is the board that we have. So just gonna have faith. Just have to, have faith in our team, in the players. Hopefully they can deliver. Right, and I know some of you guys saying that, don't purchase this, don't purchase that, unsubscribe MUTV. I'm not really sure if that's gonna work. You know what? If I try to think about what's the best way, to solve this, to come a resolution for us to stop this rot at the club from the top level. Glazers out and whatnot. I didn't see really, not doing that, not purchasing this here and that is gonna help. I think this is me consigning to our fate. I think only a miracle can save us from the Glazers, be it whether they suddenly start to become a serious owner, a la Abramovich, that really wants the team to do well, or another, billionaire come and buy Manchester United from them. I think that's the only way we can, get ourselves off the Glazers shackles or Glazers debt, right? So that's what I have for you for today. Again, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so. If you haven't done so, thanks for joining me. Of course, put in your comments below whatever you think about the topics that we talk about, especially the Bruno and Maguire issue, and whether you think Harry Maguire should still be the captain of Manchester United. Right? I want to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.